I want to let you know that it takes a lot of time and energy and blood and sweat and tears, maybe not the blood part, but to get this thing organized, to communicate with your leaders, to plan, to be trained, to get everything together in order for this 1 week to happen. And I'm telling you, it's worth it. It is so worth it. But it takes commitment, and it takes 11 committed young people to make that happen. And if you have appreciated the 2010-2011 staff for this year, give them some love right now. I know we'll do more of that later on, but as you know, it is an election year, and it's that time where we want to elect our staff for the next 2 years. What we'd like to do is ask for all of our candidates to come and stand in the front row here, and who are applying for 2011. Tuesday, and some of these past staff, they didn't attend that, but they all approached me, and they approached the election committee. Now, the election committee is comprised of myself as the spiritual advisor for the staff, Sifu Van Meng as the president of HBNA, Peter Yang as the youth director for HBNA, and past staff, which this year was Stacy Lee, who is the past president of Standing Stones. And we interviewed them all face-to-face and asked them some tough questions and got to hear their heart. And you are blessed because many of these young people today are going to be your future staff and put on amazing camps for the next couple of years. And so what I need to ask from you, is that you support these guys. You love them. It's tough being on staff because it's a lot of work. Especially if one of these people comes from your church. Do whatever you can to help them out. How's it going on staff? Give them some love, keep them accountable. And we all contribute to making a great week of camp. Let me introduce the people. Tommy Yang here, if you could wave your hand. Tommy is from Rochester. And Tommy will be applying for music director. Worship director. Next is Marshall Lee, and Marshall is applying for activities director. Next is Peng Tao, and Peng is applying for worship director. Next is Tua, Justin Tua, and he will be applying for music assistant. Next is Sean Hang. I think we're cousins, and he will be applying for activities assistant and music assistant as well, worship assistant. Next, Andrew. Andrew Lee, and Andrew is from Michigan, and will be applying for music director and music assistant. Next is Lizzie and Elizabeth Her will be applying for a president and also her current position, public relations. Next is Maiku. Yeah. And Maiku will be applying for secretary. Next is Jonathan, and Jonathan from Texas. For either music assistant or activities assistant. The next is Charles. Charles, that's good. We'll run, I don't know if that was running while I was doing introductions, but I can run this again. Charles is from Good News and is applying for worship assistant. Or activities assistant. Next is Christy Yang. activities assistant. Next is Kaji Tao. And Kaji is applying for president. Next is Jennifer Her, and Jennifer from Jennifer is applying for activities assistant. Our next candidate is Samantha Her. And Samantha is applying for treasurer. Oh yeah, that's not right. She's from KC. I was talking super fast. Trying to learn my rap. Next is Amanda Her from KC. And Amanda is applying to be the worship assistant. And Kong Chang is next from Rochester. To be an activities assistant. And last but not least, our most beloved, Rocky. Rocky comes from Good News Church in Minnesota. Good News. And is applying to be an activities assistant. These guys, no matter what happens from this, I want to encourage each and every one of you, stay true to God's calling in your ministry. Stay true to the churches that you've been called to serve, to these young people. They need godly mentors, godly people to look up to. And guys, they're the next generation. We're investing in you. I'd like to invite Sinu Charles to come up from Oklahoma. And he is the Vice President of HBNA. And we've asked him to say a few words.
Rồi sau khi lưu trữ sinh hoạt cho điện cho sĩ, rồi bây giờ thấy cho nên là cho bây giờ sau lúc nó nên mua xe cũ luôn ba đi nên lúc ra nên chỉ cũ xí nên bây giờ chỉ cũ xí đó đi, lúc xe nên mua chỉ cho tiêu nên cho rồi nó, tao vào chỉ phòng có mong cũ rồi nè, xí nó một đó, giờ bây giờ nhớ được nó, giờ cho vào giờ cho bây rồi giờ còn đây, cũ sao có bây giờ mua bây lúc xe cho rồi quan chủ, ấy có quan chủ我读偏背，他就背读个教背，教民用，背叫你叫自己背入生上了，都要当的要读书的天，这背我背入些教的工具，入学那背是公学考的。Let's all pray together. 部分主討論到論點的呢，就到末，嗰度營養，一個要讀書，論到論點的呢，個要讀書，做這樣做嘢，論的書。一個只背地呢，老nhau個ตัว樣子，即係用到呢個，個只二十個班的呢，一樣的禱告，扎說，老農摩西，主耶穌個，應該做扎說的，搞了幾場菜，搞了有的做些的可，也搞了有的做，我正在那個還幾場地頭上了，幾場地頭上是，哎木將在中的個。一個有物質，你對對你搞對發自己，我主耶穌路上那邊我邊路上，批判的那個，被有了晒，被叫看見這個，老教個教民用，我個二十當的，他搞八輩的，搞被至少要晒到不被碾死，不是被晒到多，被有差，被我共對着。จะไปสายตัวก็ยิ่งปอดลงก็ย้อนจอมใจหนึ่งหรือก็ให้ตรงจัดส่วนใหญ่ส่วนส่วนตัวการที่เด่นเนาะจะเป็นส่วนตัวจะโหดทั้งหมด
We invite the candidates to go back to their seats, and you may also